Without further ado, let's bring in our first guest on the show today, Kevin Lasser, CEO, JEMS Telehealth. All right, Kevin, welcome to the show.
Hey, hi, Michael. Thank you so much for having me today.
My pleasure. Give our audience a little background on yourself, and then let's dive into what JEMS Telehealth and your technology does.
Okay, thank you. So we started the company in 2010, JEMS Telehealth. That's JEMS. And it's funny because I said that to a friend of mine who's a chief medical officer at a hospital that's been in business for over 100 years. And he said, well, you've run a technology company for 10 years. I've run a hospital that's been around 100 years. We're about equal. So, in the technology world, 10 years is a long time, and we've really had a lot of fun. We've been having a lot of fun. We continue to have a lot of fun. When we first started the company, honestly, it was to provide a need for some rural hospitals that needed early stroke diagnosis. And that's really, to our knowledge, JEMS was the first company to come out with live streaming secure video to smart devices. Since that time, when we started the company, we talked to a lot of hospital people, healthcare people, tell them telehealth, and nobody really knew much of what that meant. And of course, today that's very, very different. It's cool to see. We have a VA event we're going to tomorrow. We do business with the government. It's fun to see people utilizing this technology to help people, as you said earlier eloquently, Michael, all over the world. We're excited about that. Where I see the industry, and for JEMS particularly, is there's a lot of devices in a hospital and in a healthcare setting. And what a lot of people are coming to us now, they come to JEMS and they say, how can you integrate your solution into some existing technologies that we have?
Right.
And we're honored to do that because, I had some back surgery about a year ago, and I saw a lot of carts and a lot of things. So these places are looking for less things, but at the same time to be able to utilize the great technology out there.
I can see that, and I want to drive down in how you integrate your technology into the other medical technologies that are out there. But before you answer that question, you said you work with the military. I can see that this is for all the early responders or first responders and the military. This will be an invaluable tool for triage.
Absolutely.
Talk to us just for a moment about that.
Yeah, so, whether it be on vehicles and once again all over the world, to be able to get, for the people who are protecting our freedoms, to be able to get to the right doctor, to get the right second opinion, it really makes you feel good that you're helping people who are, once again, helping us live the great life that we have today. So whether it be overseas, in the country, in the event, some of these hurricanes, telehealth has been used in those situations. In Texas, there's several. I know our technology was used out there as well. So it's really cool when you bring it to the people. Not only do you have cool, different proprietary technology here at JEMS, but and if you saw my high school grades, I'd never be a doctor, but, some really smart, talented people are using our technology to be able to help the people that need it the most. Rural America, we're in China, the military, first responder vehicles in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
That's where I wanted to go next, the growth of telehealth.
I see these numbers. It's staggering, Michael. It's projected. Telehealth is projected to be a multi-billion-dollar industry in the next few years. Just the people that we talk to, the level of understanding they have and what they can do with the right technology. Because it's very simple. It's about a physician shortage, and particularly specialist shortage. We're working with a urological group, and they were saying it's just staggering how few urologists there are to the population out there, and you see it in all these different specialties. So telehealth is being used because you can be there without physically being there.
Well, emerging markets, Africa, are you getting into those areas with the telehealth
Yeah, through some of our integration partners.
Okay.
We have one of the biggest companies in the world that we're working with right now, and one of the biggest healthcare technology companies in the world as well, a technology company and a healthcare technology that really like the way our technology works, and they're all over the world. So it's really cool to, be a cool little technology company with a unique proprietary solution and have these titans come to us and say, hey, we get it. There's some special things about how JEMS works, and they understand it and acknowledge it.
Well, I understand you have best-in-class integration methods?
Yeah. So, integration is really about code writing, and the way that our technology operates, it's proprietary once again. It makes integration extraordinarily seamless and easy, and it's invisible. And once again, that's what it boils down to. You can't have big user guides. The technology has to work, and it has to work easily inside of the function that you're already using.
I'm going to switch gears for just a minute. We've got the technology. We really, you can never do it justice just on a radio interview. But we've got a good idea what the company does and where you're expanding to. But for the investors that are outside, are you accepting investors in your company to participate in the growth of what JEMS Telehealth is doing?
Honestly, I'm a bootstrapper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a career bootstrapper. I don't actively seek investment. If there's smart money, more partners than anything else, somebody who says, hey, we have this technology where we can do some kind of joint venture, somebody who could really bring something to the table, what they call smart money. I'm always happy to talk to people about that. I'm all ears.
All right, you're being select about your partnerships that come in and the partners that show up. I get it.
Yep.
All right, we've got about a minute left in the interview. Before we go, what is next for Kevin Lasser, JEMS Telehealth?
Yeah, it's a great question. I've been able to work with some great people. We're not getting tired. It's getting more fun. It seems like there's more and more integration projects. The companies we're working with right now recognize what we're doing. So we're riding the crest. When we first started this thing, 10 years ago, it was hard. It's not that it's never easy, but it's getting a lot easier. And we have a great reputation, knock on wood. So we want to work with people who are serious about saving lives and doing the right things.
Right. You are, too. Kevin, thanks for being a guest on the show. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. Kevin Lasser, JEMS Telehealth, JEMSTECH.com is the web address. We're going to take a break now, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Ed Baxter of Bison Creek Capital and the Private Equity Spotlight. We'll be right back. You've been listening to CEO Money with Michael Yorba. This segment brought to you by Lots of Yachts.